some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To the air, it's Nunez. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, and just like they threw it up. It's on the ground, ball on top of it, still getting the first down. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Let's go, let's go. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his target down the middle. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, hitting them deep in their own territory. The play fake, now to throw. Quick strike complete. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't gonna happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting up...
Oh, there's an alley on the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Smashes it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out. It's Castillo. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4-yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Nunez. The screen, he can go. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. The quick out. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Unloads quickly. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Line getting set on second down. Wants to throw. It's Nunez. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oh, and that's a missed opportunity for the offense. You get the matchup you want. You take the shot. The play's there to be made for a touchdown, and he drops it.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Gets the back moving. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The Ducks will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Ducks come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Going to the running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Scanning the field, it's Nunez. Makes the catch, it's Moffitt. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. On 1st down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. and you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll move the tight end. Running back searching for a hole. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. They're up by a touchdown here in the first.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Snyder. Lets it fly. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Ole Miss needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Oxford behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tennessee. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on 1st down. Under fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To throw, it's Nunez. It's complete on the right side. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Snap from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. One final play before the end of the quarter. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Westbrook. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And the Ducks are marching down the field. Dropping back, it's Nunez. He's going for the big play. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, looking to pass. Touchdown, Ducks! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
From the gun, the running back has it. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. To the air, it's Snyder. Working that left side. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Second down, he'll throw it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return to that small change. They take over at the 43.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unleashes one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
It'll be third and long. Back to throw, it's Nunez. It's caught. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Using his legs, it's Moffitt. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Looking to fire. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Third down play from the gun. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Castillo. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And I like it. 3rd down and short, and this offense stays aggressive. And now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a 1st and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Moffitt. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Fakes the quick grab. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Snyder. Here's a heat.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver comes in motion. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Complete to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Castillo. At the 40, there he goes. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24. This defense, his head is spinning. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to pass. It's Nunez. Immediately fires to the middle. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Here we go. Set.
Tight end now in motion. The give from the gun. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to... Sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Big fella moving. Into the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a man, it's Snyder. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
And that's a first down for the offense. 221 wing. 221 wing.
To the air on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got the quick pass. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Can't get him to the ground. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Ducks will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Now on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw it, Snyder. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Zings it complete to the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Here's the handoff. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They send the tight end in motion. The RPO, it's complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Snyder. Fires into the end zone. Looking for the goal line. They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers that'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
Gets it out quickly. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Castillo. And the returner will be brought down. Looking to throw, it's Nunez. Finds his man down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And now on 2nd down for this offense.
Here we go.
Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Westbrook. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it inside the 15. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Out of the gun, the inside give. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Pace, 27, jump.
Looking downfield, it's Nunez. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
The Ducks will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. And the route is on. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offense.
It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around, he's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering? A great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
Dropping back, it's Nunez. Under fire. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking for a physical attack to the gun. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And he missed it. No good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Makes the grab. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Offense set on 1st down. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
The throw to the outside is complete. Open space at the 25. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the red zone, looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll move the tight end. Back to throw, it's Snyder. Intercepted to stop the threat. Looking for more room. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Ducks. The defense putting points on the board. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Oregon! With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing up and took it all the way to the house.
And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Let's go! Let's go!
From the gun, to give, looking for room.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run it from the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the snap, it's Moore. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
And your decision to go for it on fourth down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him, or do I go for it? And they believed in their offense, they went for it, and they got the first down.
They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. Slithers into space. Turning it on. Touchdown Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their sixth straight win. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Wisconsin delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Madison. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the Big Ten. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Using his legs, it's Parker. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They go to the ground. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a fourth down. And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Give to the single back.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Hines is big tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Ohio State offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it. Breaks into the open. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll line up for a second down play. The give on the option. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, it's 4th and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you the win.
And this is the part of the field where it starts to be even more clear, right? I'm not backed up in my own territory. I'm getting towards midfield. 4th and inches. I can't get inches. I like my offense. I like their aggressiveness. And I like the way they went and got the first down.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.